Hello everyone, and welcome to the debut of Ashley 3.0. I couldn't figure out how to get my projector to work, so we're going to improvise and we're going to use the TV. So here's our Throwback Thursday.
Hi everyone, it's time for Ask Ashley.
That's me! I'm Ashley, and I'm back to answer more of your letters. Our first letter comes from Claudia Thomas of Clear Lake, Iowa. Claudia writes, Dear Ashley, that's me. Dear Ashley, I live in a two-story house, and my room is upstairs. Every morning when it's time to go to school, I jump out the window. So far, I've broken my leg 17 times. Do you have any helpful suggestions for me? Well, Claudia, I do have a little suggestion for you. Use the stinking stairs! The stairs! And I jump out the window. Because bloody, blah! Just use the stinking stairs! Are you sure you broke your leg? Because it sounds like you fell on your head and broke the stinking stairs! Our next letter comes from Mary Schmidt of Butler, Pennsylvania. Mary writes, Dear Ashley, that's me. Dear Ashley, for some reason people never pay any attention to me. No one seems to care about me or anything I have to say. How come everyone always ignores me? Our next letter comes from Eugene Blaine of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Eugene writes, Dear Ashley, that's me. Dear Ashley, I smell bad. Every day I seem to smell worse and worse, and I get dirtier and dirtier. Even my own grandmother says I stink like that. What should I do? Eugene, come here. Closer, closer, a little closer. Take the stinking bath! For crying out loud, just wash it up before you make me and everyone else sick! Why don't you sing a trip to Clear Lake, Iowa, go over to Claudia Thomas's house, stand outside under her second-story window. That way when she comes down, she'll have something soft and stupid to land on. Well, that's all the advice I have for you today. Goodbye, everybody.
And that is where the inspiration comes from for Ashley 3.0. So welcome to Ashley 3.0. That's me. I'm here from Madison Heights, Michigan, and my pictures are definitely not in a good position. I've been working on this all day, and I clearly didn't do a very good job. So, I have set up a P.O. box, and I am Mary Schmidt. I would like to give a round of applause or a shout out to Amanda Bynes and Nickelodeon for producing all that with Ashley, and that's me. So I'm doing a Throwback Thursday, and we're bringing back Ashley. And if you would like to interact with me, I got one of my favorite childhood toys.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here. Everybody sing! I'm a Caribbean amphibian. Delicious.
I turned that on for the dog, and the dog was all like, oh my god, that toy just tried to eat me. So, I'm not exactly sure dress is the best idea for today's outfit, and I don't think my banners are in a good spot. But that's okay. So, Ashley was a foster kid. She was put into foster care when she was 11, and I was put with my cousin for a couple of years. Her son is the one who actually went on to steal a bunch of my insurance money, but that's neither here nor there. This is Ashley 3.0, so what Ashley wants to do, she wants people to write into her P.O. box and anything you want to talk about. If you're anything like me and you feel like Mary Schmidt, you're ignored and nobody cares about you. And that's not true. Somebody needs to care about everybody. I have been living on my own since I was 17. The state put me in an apartment and pretty much said good luck. So my foster sister taught me how to drive. A guy who the state wouldn't let adopt me because, you know, he must have been a pedophile, apparently. He's the one that bought me my first car. And if it weren't for that car, I probably would have never made it anywhere in life. But lately I have been feeling drawn to the Lord. And I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I have felt inspired to make this page. So here we are. And Ashley would like you to write her at her P.O. Box. You can find me at Ashley, P.O. Box 2. I forgot already. 231 in Warren, Michigan, 48090. Anything you want to talk about, I will read your letters on air. I repeat, anything you write will be read on air, unless you write on the outside of the envelope, not to be read on a live. Otherwise, I'm just going to hope that the things you write in there are things that are okay to say on live. I'll probably skim over it as I read it. Maybe I'll read it before. I don't know, but do expect it to be read on live if you write me a letter. I'm hoping we can have a conversation started where people talk about things that matter to them. I've been through foster care. I've been through the death of my child's father, my children. There's 3 little boys. Their father died in 2020 on Easter Sunday. And I have been feeling very lost ever since then. And I've been asking the Lord for help. And for 5 years, I heard nothing. Well, that's not true. I did hear you're in the right place. When I was in Missouri and I was miserable. So if anybody lives in Missouri, I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it, because I'm sure if you were born there, you're like, oh, I'm used to this heat. Well, I didn't like the heat, and apparently I'm allergic to the trees there, because I was there in 2001, maybe 4, when I was in the Army, and they told me I had asthma, and they sent me home. And I forgot about that. My kid's father died, and I moved to Missouri, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't breathe here. So I came back home, and I've been feeling very lost. And then I found a woman who she runs a couple different groups on Facebook, and I don't really know what to explain it, but something happened, divine intervention, and I have felt the Holy Spirit, and I have been moved to start a YouTube page. So I have a YouTube page, and it's Ashley 3.0. I also have, we won't tell you about the other one. I have 2 Facebook pages. One is going to be me and my kids doing different stuff. I actually started that with the decision to try to see if my cousin could watch them. She's in jail, as some of you may or may not know. I originally started this when I found Brooklyn, and I felt very motivated by her, and she talks about the Lord, and she says fuck a lot, and I'm like, okay, these are my people. And she's like, you don't have to go to church to, you know, have a relationship with God. And I'm like, well, I knew that. He and I have been cool all along, but I feel like he keeps telling me to go to church. Every time I ask him, he's like, go to church, and that's all I keep hearing, and I just figured it was my own crazy mind. But so here we are, and apparently I'm supposed to do something with Ashley 3.0, and you can write me a letter, and we will talk about it. Let's see if we can get our hearts to work. Oh. For whatever reason, I can't get these things to work. Yay! So I want to know what's important to you and what subjects you feel need to be talked about. So write me a letter. And I won't be nearly as bad as Amanda Bynes' character Ashley was. And as you see, I spell my name differently, but I totally spoofed her idea. Looks like I need some smaller pictures, but the decorations will change because this is Ashley and she can do whatever she wants, and it's fun. This is so much fun. So I look forward to getting y'all's letters, and I look forward to having an audience. And I am going to see Adam Sandler next month. Not only was I told that I should start a YouTube page, which is really weird. I'm a very shy, quiet person. The last thing I ever wanted to do was be on the internet or be a loud, outspoken person. But something in me changed, and I feel so uplifted. God is good, and Ashley 3.0 hopefully will do great things, because I was a foster kid, like I said, and I will aspire to buy a property that I can house a bunch of kids in. I was looking at a house that has 6 bedrooms. I know that I heard on the radio, because I listen to the radio a lot. I heard that in Detroit, back from like the 20s and stuff, there's a rule in place where you can't house a certain number of women in a house without it being considered a brothel. And so I got to do a lot of research and find out. But essentially, when I was in foster care, after being bounced around from home to home, I was like, I want to go live with other people my age. I want to go to a group home, where I was put into a low security lockup. And that was no fun. These girls were hood. They didn't have any education. and they picked on me. They were mean to me, and they actually beat me up when I ran away. I guess I shouldn't have run away, right? But so either way, I was not where I was supposed to be, and I had this guy.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
And I only lived there for a couple months, I think. But when I moved, he did not return. I found him on eBay the other day. I was super excited. I ordered some shirts for suicide awareness, and it's been like 2 weeks and they haven't arrived. I ordered this guy last Thursday at the scout meeting, and he arrived Monday.
Everybody sing.
But so he's awesome. Kermit the Frog is one of my favorites. I also like squirrels. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can. There's a Furby in the background. I bought him off the marketplace, and he's sick. He just sneezes when I turn him on. So he's just there for decor because, you know, Throwback Thursday. All right, I'm going to keep this short, so hopefully people watch and write me a letter. And I hope to hear from you. Bye. I hope everybody has a great week. It's Thursday. So what kind of throwbacks do y'all have for me? Have some balloons. And no, those are not my underwear. It's just a flower in my crotch because I noticed that. All right, I should probably delete that, but there's no way to delete that. So it's okay. Everybody, I love you. And let me know what you want to talk about. I don't do politics, so don't be writing me about Trump because I don't care about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I got to think of that girl's name because she needs credit for that because you'll hear me saying some throwbacks to Ain't Nobody Got Time for That because this is so true. And I'm so happy to hear that she filed a lawsuit against Disney because they stole her voice. Like, wasn't she from Detroit? I'm not even sure. But so, I'm going to go see Adam Sandler and hopefully he can help me with my cause. Yay! Hooray for foster kids and needing to learn how to drive and budget your money and whatever else. I don't really know what I'm doing. I am a lost soul who's trying to help other lost souls. And I love, I don't know what I love. Bye. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. No, yes, no. I don't know. Bye. But don't worry, I won't ever give you advice and tell you to blah and freak out. But toxic energy purging is so good for the soul. Just so you know, you should try it sometime. And if you ever have one of those days where everything's going the wrong way, don't be so frustrated and let yourself down. Realize that that's happening for a reason. It's divine intervention. Perhaps you weren't supposed to be on the freeway on time because there was somebody who may have gotten into an accident with you. Everyone's always so and in bad moods all day long. We don't have bad moods around here. We don't have bad days. If we have a bad mood, we take that frown and we turn it upside down. Cheesiest thing ever, right? But you won't hear me saying I had a bad day because I don't have bad days. I have a secret, but I'm not going to tell you guys because it's so controversial. Ooh. But I'm free at last. I'm free falling. I love songs, random songs. I'm trying to get the attention of Eminem because we all know he's from Detroit. Kid Rock was another one mentioned to me. Madonna, of course, because like a virgin. Hey! Touched by a horrible song choice, but that's okay. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. And then, of course, Adam Sandler. He's an awesome celebrity. He's one of the only celebrities that doesn't have his... No, well, we won't even go there because we're nice, friendly, happy people. But I saw Adam Sandler was an awesome celebrity a couple months ago. And then all of a sudden, I started this Ashley 3.0 and I wasn't sure what I was doing. And I was on Facebook one morning and it showed me that it was Adam Sandler's birthday. And I was like, oh, awesome. And he actually is the same age as my mom. And then all of a sudden, when I clicked to try to find his Oh Hanukkah, it showed me that he was in concert. They're like, go to his concert. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so moved to go to his concert. So I bought tickets. I'm going to see Adam Sandler in 2 weeks, and I'm super excited. And I couldn't find anybody to watch my kids. I was like, I didn't think it would be this hard of a task. So I finally asked one of the moms at school because at this rate, my kids, I didn't want a stranger coming to my house. I didn't know how I felt about that. I got really apprehensive when she finally was like, well, I'd like to meet your kids today. Or then tomorrow, and I was like, okay, and then I was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable having some stranger in my house for hours, 3 hours. So this other mother, I've heard, you know, that sometimes her kids stay up a little later than other kids' parents would let them, and I was just like, okay, that was kind of interesting for you to tell me, but okay, whatever. It comes in handy. Look, because now I'm all like, I don't want to be like, put my kids to bed, stay at my house, so can my kids come over to your house? And I don't know what time I'm getting back, so, you know, is that okay? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Yay. I'm like, I usually don't let my kids stay up late on a school night, but this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Ashley bought a ticket. She splurged. She shouldn't have, but she did. And then guess what? I was being overcharged in my taxes, and almost the exact same amount was sent to the mail from the taxes being refunded to me. So it's like God said, here, go to this concert. And then God said, here, I'm going to pay for it for you. And it just is all working out so great. And I feel so awesome. So I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but if I can reach just one person, Kermit, sit up. No sleeping on the job. Oh, no. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. My sister always loved Grover, and I was a Kermit the Frog fan. But, I just feel like I've been led through this journey and to here, and I tried to procrastinate and put off starting this. Like, I was supposed to have done it a month ago, and I just kept on waiting. I'm like, well, I don't have 50 subscribers, so I can't post this on YouTube. Then I was like, well, I can take the video and I can download it onto YouTube. So that's what I'm going to do. So I thank everybody for watching. If you stay till the end, have a great day. And I will hopefully get some letters in the mail and interact with some people and be able to make a difference in at least one person's life. But if I can actually help foster kids, that would be amazing because, like I said, nobody's got their back 9 times out of 10 that's going to help them learn how to drive, help them learn how to cook, and help them learn how to budget their money. And now I got to go because my kid's talking too much. Bye!
Want to know something? So, is it okay?